Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So in this video I will be doing the full review for the Etude House HERSHEY'S collection. So with me I have two of the eyeshadow palettes, two of the lip lacquer, and also a couple of the Etude House brushes as well. I know this took me a while to actually film this, but I really wanted to feature a comparison between the Etude House Play Color Eyes Caffeineholic and the Bake House for, you know, the cookies and cream and the milk chocolate eyeshadow palette. Rather than just do like first impressions and review, I really wanted to just give this eyeshadow palettes a chance because I've heard a lot of not negative but not so good reviews. So I just wanna, you know, do some time, do some research, and then actually do this review. We're just gonna jump straight into the eyeshadow palette. So again, you know, there is a creamy milk chocolate and a cookies and cream. We're gonna start off with the cookies and cream just because it is lighter than the milk chocolate, and again the packaging is super adorable, you know, cookies and cream theme. And obviously this is a mini Play Color Eyes palette, so it's very different from the actual Play Color Eyes where there are 10 eyeshadows. This one only has 6 eyeshadows in them. And as you can see, the colors are all very light, but they are all like a brown theme. So with this one, I can see that there are actually 4 mattes and 2 shimmer shades. The 2 shimmer shades is like, one is like a golden beige, and one which is like has like this cookie and cream look to it. It's just like a white shimmer. There's no hint of that brown in that, you know, and how you see the eyeshadow palette, you just see the brown, the white. So with this one, if I would have to compare this with the milk chocolate, I wouldn't really pick this one just because I don't really suit light eyeshadows like this. When I wear eyeshadows, I rather wear darker. At the moment, I'm wearing the cookies and cream one, and I must say I actually like this eyeshadow look, but I feel like this is not versatile enough for me to actually do a variety of looks with this. This one, I feel like for me personally, I can only do this one type eyeshadow makeup, or even just use this darker shade and then just blend out and just use it as like a natural makeup. So this is more for people who doesn't want a lot of eyeshadow colors, but you want a little bit of eyeshadow. I guess this would suit you because it's very natural. This wouldn't be for, you know, like a smoky eye look or whatever. This is just like a solid one eyeshadow palette where you want to have like an eyeshadow for working day. I guess this would be great, but for me personally, I wouldn't really pick this one, even though the colors are great. And I feel like with the formula for this one, this is not as pigmented as I expected it would be, because I've mentioned in my previous Play Color Eyes pen reviews, I've said that Etude House has recently upped their game with a lot of their eyeshadows, but I feel like with some of this, the eyeshadow is a little bit of hit and a miss. Especially when I was swatching them, it took me a couple of times to actually show the colors on my arms. Now, a quick comparison between this and the Etude House Bake House. Straight away, I can tell that there are a lot of similarities, and a few of you guys have also asked me to do a comparison between these two. So I will show you guys a close-up of what I could find that was similar between these two eyeshadow palette, but I can definitely say that I managed to find majority of the dupes for in the Bake House as well. So if I have to choose between, you know, the Bake House or the mini, I would definitely choose the Bake Houses because you get more eyeshadow colors than the 6 one. So yeah, so that's my thought. I guess it's constructive. I wouldn't say it's negative, but you know, overall, I mean, the packaging is cute. So yeah, on to the milk chocolate, and I must say I do like this one quite a bit. I feel like this eyeshadow colors here are just very great. They are very warm. They are like dark tone and light tone. They are shimmer shade as well, and so I felt like this was so much better than the cookies and cream. And with this one, again, it does have 4 matte and then 2 shimmer shade. The 2 shimmer shade, one of it is very shimmery, and that one, this one here, and this one you can actually feel the fine particles in it as well for some reason, which felt really odd, but this one definitely felt very shimmer than this. I would call this one more like a frosty one. So yeah, with this one, I feel like I really like the turnout of the eye makeup I've done. I will show you guys two eyeshadow makeup soon as well, but with this one I feel like I can do like a daytime look and also like a night smoky eye look. I like this one way better, so if I have to choose between this or the cookies and cream, I would definitely choose this milky chocolate. But if you want to compare this with the Caffeineholic, it's still a no-brainer. I will still choose my Caffeineholic just because I love my Caffeineholic so much. This is like honestly the best palette so far from Etude House, so I still recommend this wholeheartedly. But you know what, I feel like I am gonna take this with me for travel as well, because again, it is mini size, it is very lightweight, it's easy to carry, and it has all the colors that I need. So I don't regret getting this milky chocolate, but again, if I have to choose one, I would definitely choose a Caffeineholic. And regardless of whether there are any similarities, there are some similarities but not as similar compared to the Cookies and Cream and the Bake House. So I will show you guys swatches of them as well. But yeah, I honestly love this milky chocolate. And if you guys don't own the Caffeineholic one, I definitely recommend you guys to get this milky chocolate. Or even if you really like your Caffeineholic palette, I definitely recommend the milky chocolate. If you are still interested in getting the Hershey's collection, I would say you won't regret getting this milky chocolate. The eyeshadow brushes, it comes in 2 different eyeshadow brushes. The first one is the milky chocolate one, and it's just like a flat brush, but it's a little bit fluffy. And I feel like because of this fluffiness, it doesn't really pick up the colors as much as I would wanted it to. I mean, this will be great if you want to apply this as like, you know, the base. I wouldn't use it for the outer part of the eyes or for the lower lash line. It just wouldn't pick up as much. And with this Cookies and Cream one, it's just like a pointed brush. Again, this is also quite fluffy, and because of the fluffiness, it doesn't also it doesn't target the point, you know, the targeted area where I want it. So if I see that it's pointy, I would either use it on my inner corner of my eyes, or I don't know, I wouldn't use it on my lower lash. Usually I would just use it on my inner corner, so it doesn't really pick up the shimmer that I wanted it to. So yeah, so I wouldn't really recommend the eyeshadow brushes personally, just because, I mean guys, look at my eyeshadows. So yeah, so for the price you pay, there are other brushes that you can get that is much more better and probably almost the same amount as well. So really, I don't really recommend this at all, which is a little bit disappointing, but it's okay. I'm not gonna chuck it. I will still use it somehow. Last but not least are the lip lacquer, and if you guys haven't watched my full Etude House lip lacquer video, definitely check it out. And I still have to say that it is still one of my favorite lip lacquer slash tint. You know, like I felt that, you know, it is matte definitely, but I feel like it is creamy, it is moussey, it's just very comfortable. I know Jeffree Star said that it is very dry on his lips. Korean makeup, you know, the formula and stuff is completely different to Western. With Jeffree Star's, you know, his popular Jeffree Star lip lacquer, definitely matte, definitely comforting, definitely comfortable, but it's very different compared to this lip lacquer. You know, like it's very hard to actually compare this two because they're completely different. So to put his review aside, I personally think that this is very comfortable. I still think that I still like it so much, and again, it lasts for a very long time. Now, regard of the colors, it comes in 2 brown shades. BR401 is more of a red tone brown shade, and then BR402 is what I'm wearing right now. It leans towards more of the almond orange. And let me tell you guys, the smell for this is so amazing. It smells like chocolate. Like my friends came over the other day, I let them smell it. They're like, is it edible? I was like, no, it's actually a lip product. They're like, what? And then I even showed my workmates, and they're like, is this actually Hershey's chocolate, or is it actually a lip product? I was like, it is a lip product. It's just amazing. But surprisingly, once you put it on your lips, you can't smell the chocolate smell anymore. So if you guys are sensitive with smell, this is still okay. And I'm really happy that I've added this into my Etude House lip lacquer collection, because I'm just gonna collect, you know, as many lip lacquer as Etude House release, because again, like I said, I love them so much. I don't see any dry wrinkles, I don't see any of my dry patches at all. It just feels very comfortable on the lips, and I just love the turnout of it. Let's jump straight into the 2 looks. The first look is gonna be very neutral and very light, and we're gonna focus on the Cookies and Cream eyeshadow palette. We're gonna use this neutral shade, which is the 3rd shade in the palette, and apply this over the crease, and then using a fluffy brush and use the last shade in the palette to deepen up the crease line, just so that you can see that not blending, but the deepness of the eye. And then just using a window wiping motion, and then I just used the original Hershey brush to apply this neutral chocolate brown shade over the lid, and you can see there's not much color to it, and then apply the remaining on the lower lash line. And then using my finger, I'm just simply putting this all over my eyes. I'm not really putting it in the front or in the middle, I'm just putting it whatever, and somehow this look just turned out quite nice because you can't see where the gradient is because there's no gradient at all. So applying the shimmer everywhere on the eyes is perfectly fine, and that's how I did it. And then just apply eyeliner, mascara, and that's it. This is the look, and I pair with the Almond Cocoa, so BR402 for this look. Next, we're gonna go with the original Hershey's palette, and we're just using a flat brush, apply this mauvey brown over the lid space, and then using a fluffy brush and apply the 5th shade, which is a darker matte brown, over the crease line again to deepen up the crease area using a window wiping motion. And then after that, I'm just going over with a base color, which is the 3rd shade, which is a shimmery. Usually it's not ideal to apply this all over, but later we're just gonna go over with a dark brown shade, which is the last shade in the palette for the outer part of the eye. And just taking my time with this, as you can see, I'm just focusing on the outer part, you know, creating like a V shape on the outer and just winging it out, and then also applying the remaining on the lower lash line just so that, you know, it just blends all nicely together. And then again, using my pinky, my finger, using the glitter in the middle and just applying on the lid, and you can see how glittery this is. It's so beautiful. And I'm just focusing on the inner part, and then using like a dark brown again, which is the last shade, and just blending, you know, the glitter and the outer part, and then pair with eyeliner and mascara and lashes, and that's it. Lip product is BR401 from this Hershey's collection. So overall, I would have to say what will be my recommendations. It would definitely be this Etude House Lip Lacquer first, and then also the Hershey's Creamy Milk Chocolate. The rest you can probably flag, but I would definitely recommend this 3. And if you guys have already tried this, let me know down below what your thoughts are. And yeah, I just want to know what you guys think of this collection. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys on my next video. Bye guys.